Hey everyone, you're at PhoneArena, this is Luis D. It's no secret that Qualcomm has a successor to the Snapdragon 810 on the way. It is too early to predict how the Snapdragon 820 will turn out, but with custom cores and an advanced production process involved, we reckon we should be keeping our fingers crossed and hope for the best. And to put hope in a more material context, here are 5 Snapdragon 820 powered phones in the making. First up is the LG G4 Pro. LG hasn't been coy about its plans to one-up the LG G4 as little as 6 months after its unveiling. The Korean firm is building an LG G4 Pro phablet that's reportedly powered by the Snapdragon 820, done an all-metal build, and is to be premiered in October this year. It is said that the device will feature a 5.8-inch Quad HD resolution screen, 4GB of LPDDR4 RAM, up to 64GB of internal storage, and a serious camera duo, a 27-megapixel camera on the back and an 8-megapixel camera on the front. Chances are LG will blow us away with this phone like never before, but hopefully the software experience will match the quality hardware for real this time. Next up, the Xiaomi Mi 5 and Mi 5 Plus. Reports out of China indicate that Xiaomi plans to unveil the Xiaomi Mi 5 and Mi 5 Plus sometime in November this year, setting the stage for an eventual early 2016 release. Reportedly, the Mi 5 is to feature a 5.2-inch display with Quad HD resolution, in addition to the Snapdragon 820 SoC and 2 memory configurations. Either 3GB of RAM with 16GB of internal storage, or 4GB of RAM with 64GB of memory. There will be a 16-megapixel rear camera at play, along with a 3000 mAh battery, and it is said that the smartphone will measure just 6.1mm thick. On the other hand, the Mi 5 Plus will get a 6-inch Quad HD screen and 4GB of RAM by default, along with a 20-megapixel rear cam. Next is the Mstar S700 Pro. Who the heck is Mstar? Well, Mstar is a Chinese upstart that wants to make the transition from no-name white box manufacturer to one that takes smartphone building as seriously as the big guys. To get itself started on the right track, Mstar is expected to unleash the S700 Pro flagship in October. The handset will have a 5.5-inch Quad HD resolution screen, and it will be powered by the Snapdragon 820 SoC paired with 4GB of RAM and 32GB of expandable storage. There will be a 21-megapixel camera on the smartphone's back, alongside a 11 or 12-megapixel unit on the front. The package is complete by a 3500 mAh battery, the latest version of Android, an ultrasonic sense fingerprint scanner, USB Type-C connectivity, and a purported $480 price tag. Next up is the HTC Aero. HTC is aware that it failed to impress anyone but design pundits and loyals with its 1 M9 flagship. Thus, according to prolific leak bandit EVLeaks, HTC already got back to the drawing board and started devising an HTC Aero Hero phone for the 4th quarter of this year. So far, the only thing that we know about it is that it will be powered by the Snapdragon 820 SoC. But how far will HTC go into overhauling its concept for a flagship smartphone? That remains to be seen. And finally, we are waiting for the Sony Xperia Z5. It may sound a little ridiculous, but according to the recent news, Sony is hard at work at a 5th generation trio of Xperia Z series phones. The eventual chain of events could see the Xperia Z5, Z5 Ultra and Z5 Compact unveiled as early as September in Japan and presented to the rest of the world at IFA 2015. Reliable details about the phones are scarce at this point, and the rumor itself sounds quite flaky considering the Xperia Z4 has barely lived on the market. But still, we're hearing of things like a Snapdragon 820 SoC, a fingerprint scanner, a USB Type-C port, a 21-megapixel camera with Sony's latest CMOS sensor and 4K video recording, a 4500 mAh battery, and Android Lollipop rather than Android M. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Luis from PhoneArena. For more interesting devices and announcements, check out PhoneArena.com.